Alright, hello and welcome to HRL Season 7, round number 5 here, Concilium GP, the second half of, I think it was the first doubleheader of the season, Outlands and Concilium. Do a little overview of the track as I go through the qualifying results. So pole was Detail with the 42.106, second was Luke with the 42.325, third was Real Deal with the 42.525, and fourth was Sancho with the 42.656, fifth was Roman with the 42.668. And that was the top 5 for qualifying. Take a look at this section quick. For heats, Luke and Detail and Luke won their heats respectively. Detail the first, Luke the second, and Luke won the semi because Detail wasn't able to compete in the semi. Unfortunately, he had to go after the heats, so very unfortunate. Looking very strong in this track. So having to go, definitely unfortunate having to miss this race. But that's definitely going to change up the dynamic because he was looking pretty dominantly fast. Now I think we're going to have like potentially a solid battle for the overall here. So we'll look at the bright side. Anyways, I think the timer's been hit, and now we're just waiting for these drivers to get going and get this race green. Now let's take a look at the light. There we go. Top 3 in the semi, by the way, was Luke, Roman, and Slaunch. So should probably say that. And we're green. Good 3 wide there in the middle of the pack. Did one driver go off? One driver like went off there. I'm not sure what happened. Ooh, some mistakes back there. Close battles. Mid-pack is looking to get pretty heated. Real Deal works his way by Roman early, already into top 3. Right now it's Luke first, Slaunch second, and Real Deal third. Roman fourth, and Hunter fifth. Luke's going to lead the first lap down. This mid-pack is looking pretty nice. Looking like we should have a good battle here between them. Not seeing too many passes yet, but it takes quite a while to set up a pass and execute it on this track, so not really surprised on that front. Let's see if anybody takes the pit. Ooh, Hunter with a mistake. There it is. We have our first pit usage. It's going to be Vulcan. Oh, Vulcan. Oh, Vulcan with the choke. Oh, my God. And he's actually shooting it. I don't know why theater glitches, but for some reason it doesn't show you shooting your pistol. It shows that for everybody, so. Oh, man, Vulcan with the choke in the pit. That's going to hurt him. He's not going to finish well this moto, I can already predict. Poor Vulcan. Rip Aroni Balhalani. Very, very unfortunate. Top 4 really stretching their gap. Any potential pitters? Not looking like it. Looks like most people avoiding the pits early. In through the yak, and look like we might have a good battle here between Hunter and Blake potentially. Roman looks like he's starting to gain on Real Deal as well. No pitters. Yeah, Roman definitely gained some time that lap. Ooh, we have another driver opting to take his pit. Nicely done. I don't know why it doesn't show the Magnum shooting. That is so weird. And not that bad of an exit either, so pretty decent job there for Camby. Ah, trees. So the gap first to second, stretching a little bit, but staying fairly similar. Real Deal's gap from Slaunch is staying fairly similar as well. Roman, that last lap, gained quite a bit on Real Deal, it appeared, but ever since then, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like Real Deal's doing pretty good of holding him off now. Roman hasn't gained very much the literal last lap, so Roman definitely found something that lap before, or Real Deal made a mistake. It was hard to tell. Wouldn't be surprised if Roman takes a pit soon just to try to mix things up. I feel like if somebody in this top 4 is going to do it, I think it's going to be him. Fairly certain it will be. Coming to the stripe, going to be Luke holding on to the lead. Slaunch second, and actually it's going to be Real Deal taking his pit. Oh, that was close on that one. Got very lucky there. That's like as far as you could have stretched it. Ooh, another driver taking his pit. Shows him shooting his pistol. What the hell? Blake's going to take his pit. And let's see where Real Deal came. Real Deal came out, luckily, right in front of Opix. He did not get stuck behind him. Good for him, because if he got stuck behind Opix, that could have been really, really bad. Hunter now in a battle with Armada, it appears. Wonder if there's some pit action here. Perhaps Hunter took his pit. I think Hunter might have took his pit, and that's why they're battling. I don't know. That's my best guess. Lead is over here. Luke and Slaunch still 1-2. Roman in third. I'm surprised. I feel like Roman would take his pit now to switch things up, but I'm kind of surprised that he's not doing it. Interesting strategy coming out of him. Gonna have to watch him though when when Roman takes his pit. We're gonna have to watch Real Deal and see where he comes out in relation to Roman, because he was ahead of him going into the pit, but you know, maybe he lost some time in these laps. And I think that's Roman's strategy here. Is he realized that he was close behind Real Deal, so he's like, all right, now that Real Deal's not in front of me, I'm gonna run some laps with clean air and just try to, you know, take that pit late, and hopefully I gained enough time to take that position when he takes his pit. I think that's his strategy here. And at this point, I'm pretty much just doing an overview of the whole track because I can. And mostly because I'm interested in when these pits happen again. Let's take a look at the time. Okay, so we're already above halfway through the moto. We have 4 minutes left. Luke and Slaunch both staying out very late. Roman also not taking his pit quite yet. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see when he takes his pit, because that's going to be one of the more pivotal moments in the race, is if he can come out in front of Real Deal. Sector and Shift with the classic last place battle, doing a great job. Sector holding it down. What a beast. A few drivers over there in the chicane. There's drivers all over the track, honestly. I'm surprised with how spread out it's gotten. Drivers everywhere. Come on, Roman, take your pit. There it is. There it is. All right, here we go. Roman taking his pit. He has pit box number 4. Oh, there's Real Deal. Oh, yeah, Real Deal's going to get it. Roman actually lost time off of staying out. Very interesting. Did not expect that. Lost a ton of time. What happened? That's weird. I mean, maybe Real Deal had a good pit, but I doubt that Real Deal could have gained that much time just purely off of having a better pit. So, that's crazy. And Roman also pulls out behind Opix, and Opix, has he taken his pit? I would have to assume that he hasn't. But we'll see how this works out. I would wager that he hasn't, so Opix is really going to stretch this late. I'm trying to put some different strategy in here. And could we have lap traffic soon? It looks like we might have lap traffic coming up here soon for Luke and Slaunch here. Shift and Sector very close together and very close in front of them. So this will be interesting here to see if they take their pits knowing that they have lap traffic in front of them. Not yet, not that lap. But I'm thinking we're going to see a pit here out of the front too very soon, considering the situation in front of them. And it looks like they're going to catch up to lap traffic before they intended, perhaps. Luke is already there right on Shift's bumper very soon, possibly in the next couple of corners. Going to gain some time there, just a tad. And yeah, he's going to be close, man. Oh yeah, he's actually going to make the move on Shift, going into the cave, potentially going to come out of the cave in front of him. But with that pass, he's going to opt to take his pit, and Slunch, interestingly, decides to follow and also take his pit. Shows Luke shooting his pistol. Why? Some people it shows it, some people it doesn't. So let's see who had the better pit. Judging by their gap going in, I think Luke had the better pit there. Is at least what it looked like. So some interesting strategy coming out of Slunch there. I did not expect him to actually pit on the same lap, but that's what he decides to do. And look at that gap. Works out for both of them. Real Deal pretty far behind, and Roman still has to deal with Opix, who I think has to take a pit still. Let's see how much time's left in this race. Oh, we're getting close. Hold on. Let's go back to the lead because this could be white flag coming up here. Or sorry, not white flag. This could be 2 to go, right? Because I think it was 05. So yeah, I think this could be 2 to go. Yeah, we'll just stay on Luke through the cave. Oh yeah, it's definitely fairly close, but it's going to be 2 to go. Right there. So I think this is his last opportunity. Let's see, maybe Opix has already pitted. Maybe he's in front of Roman. Very interesting. So in that case, I'm guessing most people have done their pits. Or everybody has done their pits. So we'll stop focusing on that and just focus on the lead for the end of the race, because we are on the home stretch, about a lap and a half to go. And Luke, Slunch was keeping up, but definitely Luke gained a ton of time after that pit. So potentially just a nicer pit stop. You can gain time in the pits. You can have faster pits than people. It's just, usually it's not a determining factor in a race, but sometimes it can be. White flag. This could get interesting here, though. Luke is catching up to Shift, potentially has to put him a lap down yet again. And Sector has stretched that gap with Shift. They were battling earlier. Sector's really stretched that gap, so shout out to Sector. Improving his time a little bit. And here it is, Shift is just going to give up that spot because he realizes he's like, yeah, can't really do anything. Alright, so a few more corners left. Into the cave. And it looks like that is going to be it. Luke's going to take the win. Slunch second. Real Deal third. Roman fourth. Okay, so Opix must have pitted on white flag then, right? I suppose he must have. And he lost a ton of positions off it. Man, that sucks. Yeah, Opix must have pitted at the last opportunity, and he ends up falling back to 7th. So that means top 5 is going to be Luke, Slunch, Real Deal, Roman. Blake takes 5th. Hunter 6th. Opix 7th. Vulcan 8th. Camby 9th. Armada 10th. Sector 11th. And Shift 12th. And that is your first Moto order. Alright, so there you go. We're going to move on to the second Moto here in a minute. Luke now with the 2 Moto wins in a row, but can he make it 2 overalls in a row? That is the question, and I think it'll be a solid battle for that in the second Moto, so don't miss it.